question is, do you wear Spurs? I personally am not a huge Spur person, but I'm gonna show you a couple Spurs that I will use if I feel I need to, just to get a little bit more body control when they're not really listening to, let's say, my hips or anything, or my hands, just to really be able to use your feet more effectively and to get that response you want. Right now, I'm really enjoying these. They're just a little, like, they're very not aggressive, or just have a ball point on the end. I really enjoy using these just when I need a little extra something to cue my horses and let them know that I mean business, because we shouldn't have to be kicking and bumping to get a response. So I'll put these on and I will still do the same process of trying to work my leg down. So I'll start with, my knee to move them over, then I'll use my shin, my heel, and then when I really need to get serious about what I'm asking them, I will use the spur. And I like to work in that sequence so they learn that eventually the first cue is the final result. So you want to start with the first cue of what you want it to be. I don't usually run in spurs. I don't like the idea of when we're in an adrenaline race. Just, you might get too aggressive with it because you're not really realizing what's happening, because you're so busy doing a barrel race that you might not be cautious enough of your spurs and just aware of how you're actually using them. So we don't want to cause any pain with our horses when we're just really trying to hang on for dear life. So I mostly just use them in training at home and practicing. When I go to a race, it's unlikely that I will actually use them for a run. The other spurs I want to show you that are pretty common for barrel racers are the little side bumpers. So this is what they look like on your foot. As you can see, they're angled on the side. So this would be the inside of the foot. If your horse is here, this is how it would hit them. Has little rollies on it just to give a little bit extra pressure. Some of them don't have the rollies like that, but this one does. So that just means that basically there's more points that are going to hit the horse's skin, which means it's a little bit more severe because the points are obviously pretty small. The thing with these, like, I don't mind using them, but again, just be careful because it is on the inside. So when we just naturally squeeze the side of our foot, if we're squeezing in, this will be hitting the horse. Where a normal spur, when it comes out the back, we have to actually kind of bend our knee outward, so our heel is gonna hit the horse's side. Where this, because it is already on the side, when we just squeeze naturally, that might be hitting the horse. So something to just be careful of. Like I said, for a run, I try to avoid using spurs as much as possible. It's all about just getting the response you want, and however you can get that done, so eventually it's a lot lighter. So start with the final cue that you want it to be. I want really light horses, so I'll ask nicely, and then if they're not giving me, I will eventually more or less demand it, and I'll use the spurs in a way to get that demand done. So yeah, that's a little bit about the spurs that I use for barrel racing. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. Be sure to follow along with Weekend Hustle for more tips for barrel racers, for your mindset, performance, and everything it takes to just be your best self in all the arenas in our life. And for me, it all has really started in the riding arena, all the lessons I've learned. I'm happy to share and give you the insight that I've learned from riding and just from trying to be my best self and let it show in the actual riding arena. And these are all the lessons that I've learned. So I'm happy to have you here along with the journey with me.